are the beginning of the relationship to the after relationship photos of both of them. I just wanted to share that with you.
I know a lot of people don't understand that my breakups always are very healthy. They're never vicious and vile. I always stay friends with them. So it's never, some people don't understand it, and that's fine. But like, Becky's my best friend.
In your mind.
Regardless if we're in a relationship or not. Like, just because you take out the parts of a relationship that you usually have with someone, why would you take out the best friend aspect? Like, there's no reason for it.
Yeah.
So
we're not breaking up because anything horrible. Neither one of us did each other dirty.
Nope.
There's no secrets and lies. There's nothing.
As cliche as it is, it's literally just sometimes love isn't enough. And it's like, I look at everything I've been through in my life, and this hurts me the worst ever. I mean, that's something I've already talked to her about, but it just hurts a lot. And we really wanted to tell you guys so people could stop, like, speculating. And I posted that, that community post because I really did not want to come on here today. Like, you guys can see why I am distraught.
Yes. It wasn't Amberlynn trying to get, attention or anything. She was doing it for the sake of the live stream on Tuesday. And then, people popped onto my platform and just started, not everyone, but some people popped on there and just started being nasty and disgusting. And it's just like, I'm not going to have that.
Yeah, because, like, if I would have not said anything, if we wouldn't hear at all, I would have gotten backlash for that too. So it's like,
damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yeah, and I felt the best way to handle this situation would just be letting you guys know, hey, sorry, there might not be a live stream on Tuesday because something happened. So, yeah. We just needed to get it out in the open. There's no scandal. Nothing bad happened. It just happened.
There's nothing.
And it's just unfortunate. I mean, that's not even a good word for it. It's heartbreaking.
It's heartbreaking and it's terrifying. And it's exhausting.
Oh, God, yeah. I can't eat, can't sleep, like, typical heartbreak bullshit. And I just don't really know what to do, so. I don't know. Anyways, Becky doesn't seem bothered at all.
I'm very bothered.
She is. She's very different. She didn't even cry when her mom passed away that much. That's why I feel like she has a lot of stuff that she has to deal with. So.
Ask Amberlynn, whenever I first, me and her first started talking, I was just so heavily against, like, marriage and all that stuff. And I kept telling her for years, I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know if I want to get married. I don't know. But it's just like, around November, December last year, I felt it in my heart. I'm like, I want to marry her. And then it's just like, we got engaged and everything. And it's getting older and maturing and coming to these realizations that just because you want something doesn't mean it's right. Doesn't mean that that's what you need. Just because you want it doesn't mean you need it. You deleting something?
Yeah, I'm blocking this person.
Good.
I can't do it.
Yeah, somebody left a comment on my Instagram. Are you deleting comments? Some of them, yeah. Yeah.
You know, it's not even just like something bad happened. Like, it's not even like that, which is like, I feel like it would make it easier if something scandalous happened, you know?
Not for me. I can't stand scandal.
Like, if something like happened, you know, but nothing happened, and I think that's what makes it the hardest, is to realize that I'm not making her happy, and she's wasn't
I wasn't
fully
making you happy.
like, we just weren't the type of happy that you should be in a lifelong relationship.
We have been there.
Oh yeah, for sure. And we've always loved each other. But it's like, there's a certain type of happiness that you need to have in a relationship. And that's just what it is. And it's just, it is what it is. Like, you know?
Okay. Yeah, if you're gonna make it a long-term thing,
That would be weird.
that's terrible.
That's a bad idea.
That wouldn't work. But in the beginning, whenever you're both
Figuring things out.
figuring out, it's, I mean, what are we gonna accomplish if I go somewhere? You know,
Or if I just leave her. This isn't a messy thing where one of us is just like, peace out.
Yeah,
Have fun.
We're not.
This is
piecing
the
out.
home that we made together, but peace the fuck out.
Yeah,
Like,
we're
what?
not like that. We're not like that. We're trying to approach everything at the most mature level.
Yeah.
Because, you know, we're 30. And I'm over the breakup from the past where it was name calling and yelling and, well, I'm taking this. No, you're not. You know, those sort of things. Or, you know, hey, we're breaking up. Peace out. I'll come get my stuff in 2 weeks. No, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm not answering any super chats that was or comments at all. It's just that wasn't the goal for today.
Unless I see something pop up, like a lot, then I'll, you know.
Right, and I mean, I'm back here with like tears all up in my eyeball and my eyes suck anyway, so I can't really see the super chat.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry.
And yeah, Becky and I do not want to be in a relationship with anyone.
No.
We've both decided that that's just not.
Right. Yeah. No.
I mean, I'll just speak for myself. We've talked about it, but I don't want to be in a relationship. I know I have a bad record of always finding someone like a month after a breakup, but I cannot see myself ever remotely looking at someone like I looked at you. Not even close. So. Yeah.
I personally know how hard, you know, me and you both know how hard it was for me to open myself up.
Yeah.
And
I keep having is, this is just me being honest, like, you get so comfortable in relationships and you let yourself go.
yeah.
And it's like, now that we're broken up, I want to better myself.
Yeah.
But then I feel guilty because it's like, why didn't I do that while I was with you? So then it makes me not want to better myself.
I always want you to better yourself. That's a big reason why we're doing this, is to better ourselves.
It's such a weird, like, feeling though, like, you know, like in my chest.
I think it's to do with, you know, your circumstances and your routines and the people you're around. Like I said, you know, with the whole weight loss thing, me and you were not helping each other. We were not. It's like when I'm trying to do good, you're like, hey, let's get something sweet. And I can't say no, even though I'm diabetic. I have to work on that. And it's like, you know, if you're the one trying to diet and do good, I'm not jumping on that bandwagon with you.
Yeah.
And it's like, I think me and you can do better if we're focusing on ourselves.
But it's like I feel guilty.
There's no reason to.
Even thinking about, like, just bettering myself in any way.
But why? Why?
Because why didn't I do that, like, while I was with you? It's because I know why. Like, you just get too comfortable. It is what it is.
Like I just said, it's
but it's just
circumstantial.
sucks.
It's routines. It's the people you're around.
What?
I feel like we've thought this through.
We have done a lot of talking, a lot of thoughts, a lot of honesty. And we are close. Just because we're taking out the sex. Just because we're taking out the romance and the flowers and the kisses. Doesn't mean that other big thing that we had together.
A friendship.
Best friends.
I feel like if you can't be friends with the person you're with, you don't need to be with them. Like literally, if it's all sex and romance, it ain't nothing. You got to have a friendship.
You know, the craziest part about this heartbreak is there is nothing that numbs it for me. Like, food doesn't help. Nothing helps. Food actually makes me feel worse because that's something that we bonded over.
Food?
Obviously, look at us.
Wait, food?
But we bonded over mood.
Good morning, good morning. I'm finally getting my video together. I had to spend endless hours going through the 3 lives to get the super chats and calculate them. So let's get right into the video because there's a lot I have to say. So let's talk about the clips first, and then there's some things that just didn't add up, and I'm going to talk about that. So the one part I don't understand is she says that their breakup is healthy. So no breakup really is truly healthy, and living together still is truly not healthy. They trying to say they're mature, which a lot of their viewers don't agree with because they have always been immature on our channel. So she claims Becky's her best friend. For me, when she says her best friend, yeah, they grew into a friendship, but to get into a relationship, you should be friends first. You shouldn't jump into a relationship like she did after she broke up with Destiny. She did that when she broke up with Crystal to go to Destiny. Now when Destiny left her, she jumped right to Becky. Supposedly now, she's not going to do it. So we'll see if that happens. But you can't be in a relationship and with someone you barely know, you're not true friends with. Because remember how fast they moved in with Eric and Ricky, and then bam. So I truly would say this as advice to you people is to be friends first. Don't jump into anything sexual or move in within not even a few weeks or months. It wasn't that long. But she says she had to do this video. First of all my breakups were too emotional for me to get on live. To me, this was, some people were asking if this was planned. To me, I would be too hysterical to talk, especially since Becky is leaving Amberlynn Reid. So I truly believe in my heart that they've been broken up for a while now. So Becky said initially in the beginning of the relationship, she said she was heavily against marriage. So I don't remember her saying that ever, but she did come out and say that she's heavily against marriage. I think because her past relationships did not end up very well. So I believe that engagement really wasn't a true engagement, I guess you would say. Like I said, Amberlynn Reid said they both said they're not going to get into a relationship. But there's something I want to say later on about that. And she made another, Amberlynn Reid made another comment saying the breakup would have been better if it was scandalous. No. She would have been traumatized. She would have been all the deep end. She'd been binging like crazy. She probably is binging now. She said she can't eat. Yeah, okay. All right. Becky said that she get right into the weight loss. Like, it is true. They're toxic as ever with each other. They have grown together and gained weight together. Because that came to my other point that I'm going to make. That Amberlynn Reid said they bonded over food. Look at us. I'm like, okay. And another thing I find toxic is that they had a toxic relationship, period. But another thing, if you break up, why would you want to sleep in the same bed? I don't care if best friends or not, you don't sleep in the same bed to get over someone. That's just, to me, it's just not right. It's not healthy. You need a break. You need a break. So, she was saying that when you get in a relationship, you do get comfortable. But see, I was in a lot longer relationship with my ex-husband. He has seen me inside out, basically. He's seen me give birth. And I was real comfortable with him, and I did let myself go. This is where I'm at now with my weight loss journey, is because I let him, all that good food he made catch up with me. All the takeout food didn't realize at the time was horrifying, bad for you. So no, you should never get comfortable with somebody. You should stay yourself, not lax off anything. Especially if you have kids, don't allow yourself to let yourself go. That's my biggest advice to ladies out there. Don't let yourself go. Exercise while you're pregnant. You can. You don't have to go hardcore. You can still exercise while being pregnant. She says nothing. Amberlynn Reid says nothing numbs her feelings. But you know, she always goes, things trigger her. So she is eating. I don't buy that. I don't buy that at all. Okay. Okay. Let me get into something. First of all, I'm gonna get into the numbers. Her breakup video, okay. Well, let's go right to her breakdown video, okay. Tears do bring, when you're a problematic person like her and Booty, tears just bring amazing responses to people who won't be sympathetic, okay. She gained 1K of subs since her breakup. I think it's either her breakup or her breakdown. And a lot of people I noticed, and I actually went through and was listening to all these 3 lives: her breakdown, her breakup, and the last one that she had last night. And the last one last night is just too hard for me too. So a lot of people say we pay $7.99 for you to always address haters, which she does. She addresses haters all the time. Okay. Oh yeah, listen, like I said, I'm gonna show you. I wrote down every single super chat. This is her breakdown. She had to put a few ads in there, but she made $402.44 that night for breaking down and calling out people and all that. Okay, that was that. And then all these super chats from her breakup video. She made $831.88 for super chats. Has 10 ads in that video. Okay. They had 7K of people. Okay, and this is the latest live. They made $604.12 in that live. 10 ads. Like I said, all together, I'm going to show you at the bottom. I added them up together. They made $1,838.44 in those 3 lives. So I saw a comment made that she is basically exploiting her breakup to make money. I know she said she had to save money, but why has she been saving money anyway? To have some kind of net in case, because I didn't think they were gonna get married. I didn't think this was gonna last, to be honest. So, I'm gonna get to some things that I find odd, okay? I think they both have been conning their viewers for the last year, okay? And I believe that they've been broken up for at least a year prior to Amberlynn Reid's cancer. Remember, Becky's mom had passed away. Amberlynn Reid was not very supportive. She got in an argument with her mother, Becky's mom, and you heard about all the controversy with that, all the nasty stuff that was said back and forth. I think that kind of really made, because if somebody did that to my mother and had a fight before she died, it'd have been over. I don't care. I do not care what had triggered it. Do not disrespect my own mom on her deathbed. Okay, I think that was what made her. I mean, I honestly believe she checked out a long time ago, but I think it was actually, the breakup was probably last year. This is all this stuff is not out there, and then you can't find out. This is my opinions, my thoughts on this. Okay, so and I think Amberlynn Reid guilted Becky to stay because she needed help with her cancer and her hysterectomy. She went on, you notice they've been on a lot of hiatuses last year prior to here. That's why her salary went down. So now they gotta make it up. They also said that they're selling, there's Amberlynn Reid selling stuff on Instagram. You remember back a few months back, they were selling their bed, $6,000 bed, selling all kinds of stuff. So this is, like I said, this is just too much. It doesn't add up with their breakup. First of all, if I just broke up, I'm not gonna be on the live trying to explain it, because I would not be able to with all the tears, because they've been together for 4 years. You would think, oh no, she would take time off. I would have done a quick video, look, I have to take this time off, blah blah blah. At least they would, I think her viewers will really respect that. Okay, remember that day that Becky and her siblings went to go pick up some kind of, is it the headstone, or was it the I don't know what it's, urn, I don't remember, but Amberlynn Reid was in the car doing a TikTok. That's not a supportive girlfriend. So that's another thing that I found odd. Okay, and like I said, also with the earrings, she was selling them all, even used ones. So and then when she announced her engagement, when couples truly are engaged, and I believe Amberlynn Reid bought those rings for herself, because she said in her live last night she's gonna throw them down the toilet. She wants to throw them down the toilet. Who knows what she's gonna do with them? Now, because their engagement's recent. It's not like, oh, they've been engaged for like half the time they were together. It's just recent. And then you didn't see. Remember, Becky wasn't on for a long time. Like I said, things are just not adding right if you're engaged. And her response to her engagement, remember, she was not, it was just not what a person who got engaged would react to. She didn't show no emotion at all about that. So I've seen a lot of reaction channels, and I do watch a lot of them, say that her views and her money is her views and her views and her income is down. I even look for myself on her, only know that social related certain people saying that is fake, and her channel's becoming irrelevant. So I wouldn't put it past her and Becky to create all this up so they can get the money. So maybe they are going on their way. Who knows? But a lot of people are speculating that Becky will be there for a while. See, with me, if I break with somebody, it's got to be clean cut. I can't be sleeping in the same bed, living in the same apartment. And people are really concerned about Twinkie too. Who's going to walk her? You know, everybody's cheering on, say, you're a great mom, blah, 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 blah. Okay. People are speculating, did she really have cancer, or did she use this to, a lot of people think that she might use that to keep Becky around. Who knows? Because she could have just had DNC. Was Becky there really to see her hysterectomy? I mean, really, I don't know. You know, I think that she was standing up for her, because, you know, she is Amberlynn Reid does get a lot of backlash. She gets a lot of negativity. But I always say karma is going to come around, and karma has come around. A lot of people are sick of her. They're sick of her lies. They're sick of her behavior. And then she's always dressing hate. She never is positive. And then all of a sudden, like, Becky admits that she has a job. So that was another sign. When I heard her say she has that, Amberlynn Reid said she has a job. So, and then she is letting Becky keep the car. And there's another thing too. But we'll get to that in a minute. That's what I said. Let me make sure I covered everything. I wrote everything down because this morning I was just like thinking about stuff. It just doesn't add up. We talk about that. And another viewer said, oh yeah, she made bank off her breakup live, you know, but it's all about money to her. So I wouldn't put it past them that they have been broken up for a while. They just doing this all, and she wasn't gonna leave Amberlynn in the lurch until, you know, I guess she finally had enough. I don't know. But in the last few lives, I noticed, you know, some people say they look awkward together, uncomfortable together, but they fake holding hands. And then, and remember in that one live, Becky gave a totally different engagement date, and than Amberlynn Reid, and they still to this day, somebody kept asking for the engagement story. They will not speak of it. Why not? It's over. Why not tell, right? I don't think there was an engagement story to even have. She says she doesn't want to sleep alone. That's why Becky's still sleeping on her. No. Back the idea. But who does? I sleep alone. I have Panda. I've been sleeping alone for 11 years now, but she needs to, this is my advice too. She needs to stand up on her 2 feet. She refuses to be alone. But we'll see if how long this lasts. Because there's a lot of people on her live last night. Oh, will you be my girlfriend? Like giving offers. Like, you guys would be with this woman? She's too much of a mess for me. So, I also believe that their relationship was a relationship of convenience. Becky was just out of guilt a lot. She was there to do everything for her. I think really, truly, Becky has a good heart, and she doesn't want to hurt her in that way. But I think enough is enough because her health is being affected. So, as you can see, in the beginning, I did do before after shots, what they look like when they first started a relationship. That's what those photos are. So I think basically the majority of the time it was a relationship of convenience, and Becky just, now with her diabetes, she gained a lot of weight. I think she's got to look out for herself, and she does. And she knows that she admitted being an enabler to her, and they're both enablers to each other. That's why that relationship was toxic. And of course, Amberlynn Reid is queen of manipulation. I just can't believe how much money she made off those. And because all you had to do was cry. All you have to do is cry. She has to cry like Chantel just had. I have to talk about that later, but let me see here. Oh, another thing. People are telling her, we're asking her, why are you going to get your license? She says, no, that's what Uber is for. And for me, getting a license was like the biggest thing for me, because you feel, if you want to get in a car, you can go. But she'd rather get an Uber. And then she told a viewer that, because the viewer said she's 24 and she still doesn't have a license. So Amberlynn Reid, like, you don't need a license. Like, don't tell somebody that, because the girl, you know, will probably be better off getting a license. And why is she giving people advice? I don't understand. And in her live last night, there was really no tears. It's like, it's just, if it's supposed to be fresh, wouldn't you think you would not be doing lives? You wouldn't be all laughing, carrying on like they did last night. I didn't put no clips of that, but then there's a woman on there called Scarlett Blevins. It's supposed to be somebody that Becky knew in grade school, but they're claiming it's a troll. But there was, I seen a comment that she put in the live. She says that she was the other woman that Becky was cheating with, and that when Becky she's supposed to have IBS, so she says, oh, I'm having an attack, I could get off. But she said, oh yeah, you know, she was texting me while she was in the bathroom. I was like, what? And Twinkie, poor Twinkie, she needs to be in a home where people going, Chihuahuas need a lot more exercise. Panda only needs like 45 minutes a day, which I take her out 20 times a day, and we walk around. She gets a lot more exercise, I think, poor Twinkie does. And Chihuahuas need hours of exercise. They need to be outside a lot. And she's not, because everybody's like really worried about Twinkie. The cats, I don't know how she's gonna clean, because she can't bend over. I don't know how she's gonna clean that. They kept asking her if she's gonna have an aide. And wouldn't answering that. Or a dog walker. Actually, my my youngest twin's girlfriend, she does there's an app where you can sign up and work and take care of people's pets. So yay, she could do that. But with the breakup video, Becky did all the talking and Amberlynn didn't talk. But this last video, a lot of people getting on Amberlynn Reid because she was being nasty. She was saying a lot of negative stuff towards Becky. And but what really angers me is that I think it got to Becky when Amberlynn Reid came out and said she was in love with Destiny in their first year and a half of their relationship. If I knew somebody was still in love with somebody else and we were together, that would make me upset. And I would, there's just too much stuff that Amberlynn Reid does that I wouldn't want to stay with her with. And then another thing that Becky said is that she's angry with God because her mother was gone, which is understandable. She needs to grieve. She barely cried, as Amberlynn Reid said. And she needs therapy. She needs her time and space. She needs to have her own, to deal with her health and her grieving. And you know, Amberlynn Reid is me, would not give her, and she tries to play like, oh, you know, she allowed Becky this and that, but I guarantee you she was in her face a lot. So and I just get really upset that they gave her all this money, but there's hungry children in our own country, and these people could have donated that money to a food bank. Yeah, that's about it though. I think I wanted to talk about, but my speculation and my opinion is that they've been broken up a long time ago, and I think Becky had checked out. And I'm sorry to say that, but I think she really did, and she's finally had enough. You know, they're not eating healthy. Remember, Amberlynn Reid was Uber Eats 5 to 6 times a week. Becky's realizing the longer I stay with this girl, the more her health will go down the hill, and she deserves to have a better partner. She needs somebody to encourage her, not being an enabler. So, but let me know what you think. That's all I really wanted to say. I wanted to tell you, you know, all these super chats, and she gained like 1,000 tears. I'm going to have to learn tears gives everybody any kind of sympathy. So, but yeah, let me know what you think. And like I said, a lot of it is a lot of, I guess you can say speculation, but I just believe that they've been broken up a whole long time ago, and Becky just stayed to help her out, and I think enough is enough for her. That's why they finally announced it the other day. And so yeah, let me know what you think, guys. I'll talk to you guys later. I told you I was gonna get to these videos somehow, but it took me hours this morning. I'm not even lying to you. I was up at 6:30 and I'm doing this video one, between taking Panda out and trying to get this whole together. And I had thoughts and thoughts and thoughts that was coming to my head, and I wanted to make sure that I got them all down before, you know, the points I wanted to make of why I think that their breakup ended a whole long time ago. So yes, and then, you know, to be in the middle of that what do you call that GoFundMe scam too, that's embarrassing. You know, I think it's best for her to break, and if they can still be friends, but break free away from that, because it's just being attached to this problematic person. It's just not helping her in her future, and she needs to be happy. Becky has not looked happy at all, and she doesn't need that negativity. So you guys have an amazing day, and I will talk to you guys later.